We are here with.
Oh, we're live. I got a little.
Huh?
Sorry. We got a little orange live button at the top. I just saw.
Oh yeah. We're here with Creepypasta Goblin, one of my dear friends, interviewing him tonight, all the way from across the world, actually, which is pretty sick. But yeah, so welcome to Creepypasta Goblin.
This is quite embarrassing. I've just realized I prepared some of the answers to the question and I left them across the room. So
well, then you might want to go get them. If you
I'll be back in a sec.
Okay, sure. And to anybody who is wondering why my usual crew isn't here, it's because they're all streamed out, guys. I mean, this is my third stream in less than 24 hours. But, you know, Duchess and Cannibal should be back on my next stream. But yeah, so there's that.
Hang on, I'm gonna retweet.
Oh, hi,
I gotta retweet you here.
Oh, Viidith, why are you crying?
Hang on. How do you see the chat?
You have to go to my actual page, and you'll see the live stream there, and then click on it, and it'll come up. But just don't cry.
I think my computer will die if I try that.
Why?
My computer is just a piece of crap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then don't do that. I'll just have to read for you what it says.
Oh man. Okay, I'll trust you.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's just Wolf saying good evening, and Viidith22 saying he cries, and he put a sad face, but I'm not quite sure why he's crying.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish you would have been on the stream with Unit last night, Goblin. It was kind of unexpected that we ended up on my channel. But
yeah. Hang on, have you got something crazy going on behind you? You got a dog attacking you.
I have a dog. Yeah, why? Can you hear it?
Yeah, is he running around?
He is moving around.
Okay.
You have really sensitive headphones.
Yeah.
Sorry. 3 streams in 24 hours, Viidith. I'm trying not to die. He said, don't die. Let the crew rest and feel the badass vibes before the squad gets back together.
Hell yeah.
I got to get my squad back together. But I wish they would have been on this one with you, because I know we always want to talk to you, but it's difficult because of the place you're in. But
yeah, I think I exaggerated how difficult it would be. I actually think it'll work out fine. So I can turn up again next time.
Oh, good. I'm hoping so. I don't even think you expected to be able to do it this easily, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't. Because it's like, I didn't realize until recently that the chat is delayed for everybody. Because it was like, I was looking at the chat on your streams and there was like a 2-minute delay. And I kind of thought that was going to be, I was going to be having a huge delay as well. But no,
that's just okay. About it. Everybody's is delayed about 2 minutes. That's why you see responses to anything we ask delayed on the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did everybody fuck, marry, and kill? My computer died before everybody answered.
Oh my god. Last time, I don't think we played that last night.
Oh yeah, that was
the
last
time before. Yeah. I think. Who was it? I think it was Cannibal we asked that, right? Yeah, it was him. Rainer wanted to know. He said he would marry Creeperoni. Fuck Eden. I'm sorry, Eden, if you ever watch this. And kill me. So, yeah.
Oh, poor Margbot.
Yeah, well, we kind of tricked him into saying he would kill me because he didn't even know what the other option was. I was just like, oh, I'm the only option left, you kill me. And so that's how that worked out.
Okay.
Hi, Corral. Thank you for coming. I know that we streamed yesterday, so welcome back. I don't know. Like, I didn't have a lot of the usuals last night when I streamed because it was a Thursday maybe. Because usually there's like the same crew that always turns up. But anyway, welcome. Yeah, just saying we're here with Creepypasta Goblin. So let's get down to business and defeat the Huns. So you got your paper, right? You want to be super prepared for this.
Yeah, some of them I kind of didn't. Some of them were, some weren't. Yeah.
You're cutting off again. I don't know what you just said.
Some of the questions were easy, but some of them I have to have a little think about,
Probably a robot right now. I can't tell what you're saying.
Oh no. Hello? Am I still back? Can you hear me now?
No.
Oh, poop.
Okay.
If I take out...
Okay, you're good. Okay. You're good. There. Let's stick with that. All right.
Okay.
So we're just gonna go right into the interview. Of the stories you've narrated, which one is your favorite one?
Oh damn! Hang on. I have them in a different order here. Of the stories I've narrated, there's one that I did not long ago, which I found.
Oh no. Goblin got disconnected, guys, and I think it's because he's streaming from China. Yeah. Goblin, you back? Goblin.
It's very. Can you? Whoa.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Did we get cut off?
Yeah, you got cut off, but you sound perfect now, which is great.
Okay. Well, yeah, Feed the Pig, this crazy, trippy story. And it's also kind of not very famous. So I like doing ones that are not so well known. And
I don't think I've heard that one yet. I mean, I have a lot of catching up to do on a lot of channels, believe me. But what's it about?
It's a guy that he commits suicide and wakes up in purgatory. And it's this kind of, it's supposed to be purgatory, but...
I know what you're talking about. It's a really long pasta. I've never finished it. He wakes up in purgatory and there's this girl, right, who talks to him and he asks her questions.
Yeah. And then there's this, because it's supposed to be purgatory, but it's actually almost like hell. And it's like some little boy comes in and then a man comes in and shoots the boy in the face, and it's really fucking weird. But I mean, it's worth the journey because it is very long. It is 45 minutes. But I did it and Plague Pasta did it. I don't think any of the really big channels have done it. But I mean, yeah, it was much more imaginative than a lot of your ordinary creepypastas. And it was that one. It was that one, and also another one called Arrival, which is again not very famous, but it's about some girl who's an art student who is drawing scenes of the apocalypse that are becoming almost prescient. And
you did Arrival recently, also, correct?
Arrival? No, Arrival was a couple of months ago.
Huh? Because I think I've listened to all of your narrations for the most part. I'll have to look at Arrival again and see if I've listened to it because it doesn't sound familiar, but it sounds really good because I love pastas that have to do with the apocalypse. They're some of my favorite, actually.
Cool. I've given away the ending, by the way, so I've kind of spoiled that one. But
that's okay. I'm not one of those people who's easily turned off by knowing what's going to happen. I like to know how things got there.
Yeah.
And I hope whoever's watching this right now is also not turned away by the fact that we just gave away the ending.
Yeah.
So which one disturbed you the most out of all the pastas?
Well, my answer to this is not. I mean, I have narrated 2 true stories, but I've got 60 videos, and 2 of them were true. So this one isn't actually a creepypasta, so maybe it's not a good answer. But I think it disturbed me most because it's true. It's one called Dr. Ramsey, which...
oh my God, yes, I did that one. I actually did that for someone else's channel. The Dr. Ramsey story is so disturbing.
Yeah, it's done by quite a few big channels or quite a number of channels. But it's just basically, she was like 9, 10 years old.
Probably you're cutting off again.
Oh shit. Hello? God damn.
I heard the goddamn.
All my swear words get through, but nothing else does.
Yeah, okay, you're good right now. I don't know what you did, but you sound good again. Okay,
I set up. Dr. Ramsey, yeah, because it's the fact that it's true. It's the
Yeah.
fact that this guy actually did follow around this 9, 10-year-old girl, tried to break into her house, tried to abduct her over the course of 18 months. And
Yeah, I think that she said the person who wrote it said that she was coming out with a book. Oh no. And he's gone again. This might not work out too well tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. But like I said, he's all the way from China. Or he's coming all the way from China. He's actually not from China. But yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Gamer King. I really appreciate it. I appreciate that. I had a goal that I wanted to reach 200 subs before the end of the year. And thanks to amazing people like you and Unit and a couple other narrators, I reached 200 last night, which is great. So thank you all so much for that. You guys all contributed to that. Thank you for stopping by, Viidith. I really appreciate that. Yes. Okay. Goblin is actually Irish. He's Irish and he's living in China right now. So that's where the accent comes from. And you guys should, I'm sorry that he got disconnected. As you can imagine, it's probably not the easiest thing to stream all the way from China. But yeah, his channel is, I linked it below. We were gonna try and do this. We've been discussing interviewing him live. He didn't know if he was gonna be able to do it, but it was worth a try, I guess. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to come back or not. Let's see. Yes, E, I reached 200. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh, Hitchhiker. Hey, I didn't say that, Hitchhiker. I did not say I would not interview you. So don't assume. But I would love to, I just love interviewing people in general, honestly. I don't think Goblin is coming back. Young Gamer King says, well, hope you get 300 subs before me. Aw. It's funny that you say that because Goblin and I have been like head to head for a while on how many subs we have. He has 189, I believe, last time I checked, and I had, I think, 177 yesterday before the stream, and then I just completely went past him. So let's see. He's probably going to catch up to me here pretty quickly. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. If Goblin is not able to come back, I'm probably going to end the stream just because, like I said, I've done 3 streams in less than 24 hours. And this was actually the one that was originally planned. I have had this planned for a couple of weeks. So, yeah. As you can imagine, I'm pretty tired. Let's see. Or I might have a friend join. Let's see. Okay, let's try this. Let's see who we can get on here. You never know who's going to stop by. Aw, E, that would mean so much if I got 400 before the end of the year. I mean, that would be a total surprise. But, you guys just make me feel in like, I guess, the way the kids speak today, all the feels. Because you guys are just so supportive of me, and I feel so grateful for that. So thank you for that. Oh, hi, Malicious Mom, my usual crew. I cannot get Duchess to come serenade you guys because she's actually at a family function. So that's why Duchess isn't here. And I said this before, basically everybody showed up. But my usual crew isn't here because they're all streamed out and they have their own recordings to do. So that's why Duchess and Cannibal are not here. But they should be at the next one. So if you keep looking for them, I'm sorry. But they're not going to be here tonight. And if you're wondering why we're talking about Duchess serenading people, it's because in that last video I uploaded with called Hail, she's actually the one singing at the beginning. You know what? Young Gamer King says, ugh, lose sub every day. I lose subs every something. Oh, look, Goblin popped back up. But yeah, Gamer King, it happens. It happens to me too. You know, you can't make everybody happy. Viidith, welcome. Yes. Okay.
What's up?
Viidith is with us, guys. And I think
Hello.
Goblin is back too, but he's not speaking, so I'm not sure how much of him is back.
It's all good. I'm sure he'll find a way.
He'll find a way from China. He'll just dig through it. Yeah.
That's so cool, though. Like, that's insane that he's all the way on the other side of the earth.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was totally mind blown at first. I kind of didn't believe him, but then, you know.
Ahoy, hoy.
Hey, you're back.
Hello.
I'm back.
So what
It is
happened?
good to meet you.
Oh, Viidith, did you pass the Goblin?
sorry.
Did you pass the Goblin?
How's it going?
Hi.
Hey. I don't know. I hope it works out better this time anyway.
Okay.
Death to Google Hangouts. No, sorry, death to Chinese internet.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure Chinese
I can feel
internet
the
isn't
hatred
all it should be.
emanating. That was pretty deep.
The technology's fine. It's the government that's wrong.
Oh. Don't
Pretty
get
much.
to say such things.
Oh shit! The police are going to come to my house now.
They
Conspiracy
probably
theories.
are. If he disappears, guys, it's our fault.
Yeah.
Just gonna come the next day. Channel deleted. Twitter gone. Facebook gone.
Yeah.
He disappeared. He never existed.
In front of the firing squad.
No such
Oh my
thing.
gosh, please don't say that. Please don't say that. They are
They
pretty
actually do that.
intense.
They really do that.
Wow, people. Okay, so Goblin, this is one of the questions. When do you think you'll do a face reveal?
When do you think of it?
I don't think I'm going to do it.
Oh, never?
not
Okay,
sure.
because somebody asked. We should all show our faces. So I thought it was a good time to ask that question.
I
That's all
think
good, though.
I think in the chat, in our chat, I'll probably do it. Just
Okay,
for
so
the
you'll
other
do it to the other
narrators.
narrators, because mind you guys,
Yeah.
I don't know what he looks like. I know what all these, 90% of all these other guys look like, but I don't know what Goblin looks like.
Yeah.
So maybe someday we'll get to know what he looks like.
I look like. Is there any celebrity that I look like? I'm trying to think.
You sound
I mean,
like
don't-
a Shia LaBeouf.
Oh Jesus
Oh
Christ!
my gosh, Shia LaBeouf.
That would be cool.
So funny
Shia the
story.
Beef.
Funny story with Goblin. When I first heard him, I tweeted basically that his voice reminded me of Anthony Hopkins. And nobody else.
Say that?
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're the first one because nobody else understands why I got that. But yeah, so I tweeted that and he saw it, and then he said, "Yeah, next time I'll say I'd like some fava beans and with a nice Chianti." And but I just thought that was hilarious. So
The
that's how we
crucial
became
part of that
friends.
was, but the crucial part of that quote was, "I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti."
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Your accent is so rich and awesome, dude. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I see,
Cool,
yeah,
thanks.
I'm serious. I can see where she's coming from.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, cool.
Well, see,
Well,
he kinda
that's
took
pretty.
offense away.
Oh, I wasn't offended. It's
But
good.
yeah, I was reading his response to the tweet probably like at 10 o'clock at night, and I swear I woke up the apartment like above us because I was laughing so hard. But yeah, so I mean, that's how I met him, and that's how we became friends. And he's been with me since I had like probably 10 subs. So I figured it was time that I try to interview him.
We did
Awesome.
Candle Cove together as well.
Yeah, we did Candle Cove together.
Nice.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, so let me continue with the questions as long as I have.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about Dr. Ramsey when I died.
Yes, Dr. Ramsey. That's a pretty famous one. But yeah, I heard that she was writing a book out of all of them. I don't know if that's true. Do you know what we're talking about? Maybe it's Dr. Ramsey story?
It sounds familiar. I'm going to do a quick Google search real quick. It's okay.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, stalking this 9-year-old, 10-year-old girl. But yeah, no, it was. I talked to her briefly on Reddit. I talked to the woman because she's, she was about 10 at the time, so she would be like nearly 50 now, because it was 1978, 79 that it happened. Damn. So she was grown up now, but I think she is writing a book. I think she's writing something for Kindle or something. But
because she said there was a lot of other details involved in the story. Because the way it ends, I mean, basically it's all resolved, but apparently there's a lot of other things that happened in that year and a half of her life. Okay, so next subject. Is there a certain topic you prefer when selecting a story to narrate? I mean, obviously you like to stick to your creepypasta, but is there anything within the creepypasta that you prefer?
I have a pretty broad definition of what I like. There's more subjects that I don't like to do. Like, say, ones about monsters, I tend to stay away from, because I just think it's really difficult to do it in an original way, because there's just been so many stories done on that.
Yeah, like Slender Man and stuff?
Yeah, well, not even...
Are you gone again?
Hello?
I think China took him again.
That's depressing.
As long as the firing squad didn't run in and cut his internet.
Just got swatted. It's just a prank. That'll be depressing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow. I just saw that.
It's fantastic. My brother got me into Game of Thrones, and it's been a hell of a ride. God. Have you seen Game of Thrones, Margbot?
Yes, I have seen Game of Thrones, and I love it. I'm a little bit addicted to it, honestly. I'm all about that House Stark. Just saying.
Badass. Oh yeah, same.
So you're all caught up, right?
Oh yeah. Should we spoil for the chat?
I don't know, guys. Should we spoil it for you guys? We probably shouldn't, though.
I feel like I'll be that dude that's like says something wrong, and they'll be like, "Oh no, you stupid! You messed with everything. Now we can't even watch it now. You ruined the experience for me."
Yeah, we'll just hate you forever and ever.
Pretty much.
Well, both of us, because I would join in too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was initially, well, not initially, but for a while there, I was House Targaryen, or Targaryen. Sorry.
It's all good. No, it's all good.
And now I just House Stark. I mean, that sounds like I'm flip-flopping, but still.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. I was sort of to Lannister for a little bit, because Targaryen is like, I don't know. I wasn't really ever a fan of the Targaryens. I don't know why. Like, Dany's cool, but besides that, there's really nothing that I could think of, and they have dragons. But oh shit, I'm sorry. Well, I'm gonna cry. That was something. But besides that, they don't have much going for them as opposed to like the Lannisters. They had like 2 or 3 pinnacle characters, which I think was really badass. But then, yeah, I just kind of flip-flopped to Stark because Jon Snow and his fantastic accent and his luscious hair.
Yes, that luscious hair that we all love.
It's like a cloud on his head, and it's so soft.
It is. You just want to kind of like touch it and just like pet it.
It's on my bucket list to touch Jon Snow's hair.
Okay, well, you better hurry up before this like the entire thing ends, because I heard he's cutting off his hair.
Are you serious?
That's what I heard. I could be wrong, but
that would make me very, very sad inside. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I'd be one of those dudes. It's like, hey, is anybody selling it online? Because I will literally I will check out that hair. It's all good.
Have you ever watched Being Human, like the UK version, not the American version?
I've wanted to so badly.
Oh my gosh, Aidan Turner's hair, that man's hair. See, that one, I really, like, it's on my bucket list to touch his hair because it's just as beautiful.
See,
Goblin
okay, there's... Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, I wanted to see if he's... Goblin, are you back?
Goblin?
I see his avatar.
I know, but it's like...
It's that. We'll wait until he says something. But yeah, that man's hair, I need to... I need to happen.
The ancestor of the guy who played Jon Snow invented the toilet. Is that real?
Yeah, it's definitely real. Mhm.
That's cool. I've learned not to trust the internet, but I'm kind of skeptical. I'm wanting to know if
I
this is
have
real.
no idea, to be honest with you. I'm just being a smart ass. But I mean, Nelson may be telling the truth. We'll have to Google that at some point.
I feel like
really,
this is real.
we have his ancestors to thank for the toilet. That'd be really interesting.
Thank you, Jon Snow.
Yeah,
And it's
thank you,
good.
Jon Snow.
It's good to finally meet you, Margbot.
Oh, well, it's good to meet you too. I mean, I've watched you on like, the streams with my friends before, but I've never actually formally met you. And I know we've talked, about collaborating and all that in Twitter, but this is the first time like we voice meet.
Oh yeah, like actual live interaction.
Yeah,
I know how
exactly.
It is. Like it makes you feel better. I didn't when I was working with Unit, I talked to him for about 5 or 6 months. I didn't formally meet him until like last week.
Wow.
It was insane to think. I don't know. Like I'm bad with actually like, getting on live stream and getting with people. It's sort of like interaction through Twitter basically, because who uses Facebook anymore?
Yeah, nobody uses Facebook anymore. I mean, I've heard it's actually pretty pointless as a narrator to have a Facebook page for your channel because nobody uses Facebook for this apparently.
Like I have it set on my channel. The only reason I can't delete it is because I have friends from there that's on my personal account, and I don't want to lose them, so I'm trying to add them on my own, and that's the only reason. I just dropped my phone. It's okay. But
Heard it there, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't think I'm ever gonna make one. I have an Instagram.
Me too.
And I have obviously the Twitter, and I've contemplated the Snapchat.
I got that. Like I was contemplating it too, and I got it like about 3 weeks ago. It's actually pretty fun. Like I never posted on my personal story, and then I posted on I post like regularly on my YouTube Snapchat, and it's helpful to kind of get the to get that ball rolling, I guess. Like you can be more interactive with some of your fans too. Yeah, like I talked to Southern Cannibal a lot more on Snapchat than I do pretty much anywhere else.
Yeah, I think he told me about that. That you guys talk a lot on. I think he said Snapchat, but
it was either Snapchat or Twitter.
Yeah, one of the two. But see, my thing with me, you've never done a face reveal as far as I'm aware. So how do you handle that?
I don't show my face on Snapchat. Like I just show my surroundings, or I show something or whatever. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever really do a face reveal because I think my voice should speak louder than how my face looks. Like if someone subscribes to me based on my face, that's missing the point of my channel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they should follow you for your voice and your skills with your voice and your writing, especially because you do poetry as well.
You knew about that?
Yeah.
Awesome.
My sister actually asked for permission to do one of your poems.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, she did. She
just
hasn't done it because adulting has gotten in the way, but she was very excited that you gave her permission to do that.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah, that's my real life sister, Noctine Owl.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I actually found your channel and I showed her, your channel, and she went through and listened to all your poems and narrations, and she fell in love with that one, so that's why she wanted to do it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no, I'm familiar with your channel. It's not, it's Viidith guys. I've never listened to him, but hey, look, you know his name.
That one freaking dude from Eunice video. Just that one other narrator that happens every other 3 weeks. Maybe I know him.
To be fair, though, I'd seen you before, but I hadn't checked out your channel until Cannibal started telling me about you. So
I feel.
That's how. So that was a couple weeks ago.
It's okay. It's okay because I figured I knew you through Cannibal, and I know a lot of people through Cannibal. He's a really awesome dude.
He is. Everybody loves him because he's so lovable. He's
very lovable. He's very charismatic, and it's awesome.
And it's funny that you say that he's charismatic because he doesn't think that, but he is. And that's why people being friends with him is because he comes off as being really genuine, and the word humble, of course, comes out there, right? But
stay humble is literally his slogan, and it's
it
very
should be
fitting.
Stay hungry. It should be stay humble. Honestly.
Sorry, I messed
giving
up.
him a hard time about that last night about him saying that he's humble, but it's true. He's a cool dude. I've met a lot of people like recently in the community, and a lot of them have been through him and probably Rainer, who introduced me to a lot of my first friends in the community.
Oh yeah.
But it's so nice to see that everybody is so nice, even though we read all these twisted stories and crazy things. Like everybody's just so nice and polite.
I know, it's really awesome. Did Cannibal tell you about maybe I shouldn't talk about it on this stream. I'm sure he'll talk about it at some other point. But I guess I'll talk about that later. It's all good. But no, Cannibal's really cool though. And Unit, like, it's funny because he uses a voice modulator, which I didn't know about that until I saw his, I think it was his live stream, I believe. Or no, he was on a live stream with Cannibal, and it was the first time I heard his actual voice, and it's insane, the contrast between the two. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he turned into Satanic Unit 522 last night, and now that was really crazy.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome that you got to host it, too. Like, that's badass.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty badass. And, Dark Somnium, who showed him how to do it,
nice.
Actually finally caved and said he was going to teach me how to do it. But, yeah. So I can't wait. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. I think last night's stream went really well. Had a lot of fun.
I've yet to watch it too. Like it's on my watch later. I'm still trying to get to it. I'm gonna watch the whole 2 hours. It's all good.
I was watching a part of it earlier today, and I couldn't stop laughing, which is silly because I was part of it and I know what happened. But I couldn't stop laughing, and apparently a lot of the people who were watching it found it hilarious as well. So that was really cool. Let's see.
Oh, there was actually something that just came up on the chat that just reminded me to tell you something. What kind of music are you into, Margbot?
Oh, it's actually Margbot.
I'm sorry.
It's totally okay. But I have
dyslexia, if that's any defense. But
no, it's cool. Most people do wonder if it's Margbot or Margbot, but it is Margbot. But anyway, so I listen to a little bit of everything. I don't know. Yeah, I think you've liked a couple of the songs I posted, because I posted a lot of music on my Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
And I like a little bit of everything. I like anything from metal to classical music to, I don't know, 80s music. I even like music in other languages. So whatever I like. I'm not confined to one thing.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I saw that you're a metalhead, so strictly
I am.
metalhead?
No. It's basically, I'm sorry, chat. I listen to anything besides country. I don't know what it is. It's just country is not my thing. And Cannibal, I know he's a fan of country. I don't know how to feel about it, but it's all good. Like
a little bit of everything. I feel like Cannibal's in the stream without actually being in the stream.
I know.
Yeah, he keeps getting brought up. But yeah, no, he listens to a little bit of everything too, as far as I'm aware, and then he plays his music. Do you play music?
I do. Actually, that's why it's all hectic. I was transferring colleges these past few weeks, and I'm finally home, thank God. But I play piano, and I was actually majoring in piano performance.
Oh, wow.
Which is fantastic if you want to torture yourself.
Well, I've always wanted to play the piano, but I just don't have the fingers for it. I mean, anybody can do it, but in order to truly excel, I've heard you have to have long fingers, and I'm just not very good at it. I'm not very musically oriented as far as playing music. I tried before, and it just didn't work.
It's all good. I tried to play guitar, and it made me want to cry. Like, I know Cannibal. Why I'm watching Cannibal again. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
A lot of people.
This is Viidith22 fangirling over Cannibal.
I am fangirling over Cannibal. I definitely am. But I know he plays guitar, and he's really, really good at it. Like, he posts on Instagram and sometimes on his Snapchat, and it's like, it just drives me insane to think that not drives me insane, but it's insane that he does that, and that he's basically, I feel like he's taught himself from the passion that he puts into his music. It's really cool to think about.
Yeah, he's pretty talented when he sets his mind to do something, and I think that's also part of what's contributed to his channel growing so much so quickly. But yeah, you know what? All of you guys seem to have, well, not all of you guys, but most of the narrator people that I know seem to have a musical talent. Maybe you guys should all just form a band.
I would be down. That would be fantastic.
Like, there's
Honestly,
been talk of that before, but I think it would be really sick if you guys actually got together and did it.
that would be damn cool. Honestly, like that would be really sick. How many members? I'm trying to think of all the members we would have. We have.
Well, you do the piano.
All right, Cannibal.
And then Cannibal does guitar, and Typical Madman does bass.
Dope.
And Tony Two Metal also does some other instrument. I forget what it was. And then we had somebody on drums. I can't remember who it was though. So
Nice.
you guys
Was it
got a
Nor?
band. Huh?
Was it Celestial Nor?
I don't know. Perhaps.
Because he's the kind of dude that looks like he would pound away at the drums. Like he has the luscious Jesus hair going.
He does have that Jesus look going for him, where he would just go all out. Gotta ask him if he'll do the drums.
He is like, he looks like a headbanger. Like it's gonna be like if he's in a mosh pit, he's like the center of the party every time. I can definitely see mosh pit in the chat. That's fantastic. I love this chat.
See, it says Viidith, we should get you to 1K this year. Then you can all rock out in a stream. That'd be really sick.
I don't have much of a plan for 1K besides like maybe a live stream. I would totally be down with doing that. Like in all honesty.
Yeah, that would be. Hi, Goblin, are you back?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. What happened, man? We thought you were a firing squad over there.
My internet is a bucket of shit.
Same.
As I said, hang on.
Sound way better now, to be fair.
Oh, really?
Oh,
But
yeah.
in case it cuts off again, perhaps we should get chatting first of all.
Okay.
We should get interviewing. Hang on.
All right. Let me go back to the.
I'm sorry, Viidith. I'm barging in now.
It's all no. Don't worry about it, dude.
That's okay,
This is your interview, dude. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
If it collapses again, I'm just going to go to the comments. I'm just going to give up.
Okay.
But okay.
All right, and then we could just, I can just send you the questions, and you can record them and send them to me, and I'll upload them that way. No big deal.
Cool.
Okay. So, if you could talk to any of the big YouTube channel owners, who would it be and why?
Well, I was assuming that you meant it doesn't have to be like a creepypasta one, or it can be just
doesn't.
any. Well, do you know Boogie2988?
Yes.
I've seen it before. Yeah.
Big fat guy. He just seems like a nice guy, and just to kind of help him lose weight would be one thing. It's not even YouTube related.
Wow.
But,
so okay, does it have to do with his channel? The fact that you said that to help him lose weight, or what's the deal?
No, it's just because he seems like a nice guy, but he's always struggling with his weight.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
And it's been a problem with him for like years too.
Oh.
Yeah,
that makes
he's
sense.
like compulsive eating, and he's he's just even though he had a really like difficult childhood and stuff, and he just that's how he dealt with it. But
Okay.
I just like him. I want him to stick around,
Yeah, of course.
So that's it. I don't have a YouTube related one. I might go and try and find Jacksepticeye when I'm in Ireland next, and ask him for a collab, since he's got like 15 million subscribers or something like that.
Yeah, no big
I
deal.
think he'll
Just
tell me
walk
to
back
fuck
his
off.
house. Just ask him.
I was in his hometown during the summer. I should have found him.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. And then you can get at least 1 million subs and help the rest of us out, right?
Yeah, I got a million video game fans will arrive on my channel and just be like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Gotcha. Okay. Who is your role model at this, and why? If you have one.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, it's basically the people who started doing it way back when there was no community, and way back when there was like, nobody knew what creepypastas were. Because it's like, there's so many people who start channels now, and they're just like, oh, I'm going to have 50,000 subscribers in a year, and I'm going to make money, and blah, 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 blah. But it's like, I suppose my role models would just have been anybody who was doing it purely for enjoyment back when you couldn't even monetize YouTube videos. So, yeah.
You mean back in the days of Celestial North?
Is he one of the old schoolers?
I actually think that him and Unit started off with a different type of channel, but yeah, he's had his channel since back in the old days. And then
right.
I guess at some point there was like a big purge of all his videos, so he lost a good chunk of his videos.
Jesus.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens. We'll talk about that in a second, but let me continue on with this. Let's see. Do you think your experiences with other cultures have influenced your channel somehow?
Sure. Culturally, I'm not sure. I think I don't know, as I've studied, like sort of linguistically, maybe I kind of like studied other languages, and I think that there are some languages that are like more dramatic than others. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
That I
agree.
said, like, obviously English is my first language, and I studied French, Spanish, Italian, and Chinese. And like I think Chinese and Spanish, I just don't find very dramatic for some reason. I think it kind of, I don't know why. I think English and French work better for, say, horror or drama. And but Spanish, I think at least Spanish in Spain, they speak too fast. And it's
We
like,
all speak too fast.
oh, is that everybody? It's all Spanish
Yeah,
speakers.
we all speak too fast.
All right, but it's
I
yeah,
don't
no,
know.
I just
Most people can't catch up to what we're saying when we're just speaking normal.
yeah, it took me a while. Or if you ever want, like, because I obviously was in Spain for 4 years, so yeah, I just if there was a I don't know, a horror video that just had somebody going, I just kind of, it wouldn't work somehow. Well, maybe it would.
Yeah.
Maybe it would.
No,
As
I
we
can
said, we were
understand
going to do
that.
one in
I mean, I
Spanish.
asked that question because you and I discussed before doing a creepypasta in Spanish. So that's what inspired that question, just because I know you know other languages and you've been other places. So I was wondering if
Oh, I
that
still want to do it. we can make it dramatic.
No, totally. I agree. I was just curious as to if that had somehow influenced your narrating or your choices of stories somehow. Okay. Have you had any crazy fans?
Not really. I think I'm kind of not big enough yet. When I'm big, I might be getting the kind of weird legions of horny women that Corpse Husband gets. But
Oh, Corpse does get crazy women, I have to say.
oh god damn. It's
No.
just his video. Have you seen his comment section?
Yes. Oh
It's
my
just
goodness.
like women sitting in a pool of their own juices. It's just
I'm sure Viidith is
unbelievable.
going to start getting that here soon if he has it, because I don't think I've seen any weird comments on Viidith's videos, but I'm thinking he's going to get them soon.
Yeah.
Let's see. What have you been most satisfied with when it comes to your channel?
Let me see. The fact that people, this is God, this is going to sound so vain. The fact that other people, the fact that other people just kind of seem to go for my voice in a way that they don't for others. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That there are some people that like desperately want to be narrators, but they've just got horrible voices, which just that
That's
must be
true.
very frustrating.
I agree.
Well, we've got like people like we got it like all of us, of course, and say like Dr. Creepin. I think.
Oh my God, Dr. Creepin is on his own level.
Yeah.
But I think it's because his accent is his own. It came from all the different languages he speaks.
Yeah, and he lived in England and America.
Yeah, and then now he's in Istanbul in Turkey. So he's had a lot of influences. I mean, with you, obviously, you've had similar, I guess, experiences, but your Irish definitely comes through. Whereas Creepin, I couldn't tell.
Accent, I think his English accent comes through, though. Still think he's got that kind of, I don't know, upper class English accent.
He does have the English accent, but there's something else to it because I couldn't figure it out when I first started listening to him. I couldn't figure out where the rest of it was coming from. Oh, welcome back, Nate. Sorry about that. I was just saying welcome back to you. Just came
up. Yeah, I can't see the chat.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. So Nelson said, "How to scale of 1 to 10? How sexy is a French accent?" And they're asking all three of us. You and I had this discussion the other day, but they want to know how sexy you feel the French accent is.
I don't know. It can be. I can get. I don't know. Some of the deep ones, the really deep ones, sound funny, but
So level of sexiness from 1 to 10.
Oh, kind of 8, I think.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Some people agree with you. Some people say 7 out of 10. I don't think I find the French accent sexy, so I'm gonna go with a 4. 4 out of 10.
4. You're not like her.
Yeah.
There's this thing I always say about, because I learned Spanish and French, and some people say Spanish sounds ugly or it sounds too fast, but it's like what I always say about Spanish and French is Spanish is a beautiful language once you learn it, and French is a beautiful language until you learn it. Which is like when you live in France, they I don't know, it just sounds more beautiful before you understand it. So it's just Whereas Spanish sounds like machine gun fire until you understand it.
All right, fair enough. I was just asking that because wait, is Viidith still here? I think he muted his mic, so I don't think he's going to be answering you guys. So sorry about that. Maybe
according to his avatar, he has no mouth or nose, so
he doesn't. So perhaps that's why he can't speak to us.
He has to go inject some oxygen.
Apparently so. Okay, so is there anything you really want your viewers to know about you?
That they're wonderful. That I think they're wonderful.
Aww.
That that's a kind of boring answer, but it's I don't know. People just leave nice comments, and it's very lovely. And even like, there's people I know and people I work with who have done it, but it's just when random strangers do it, it's very nice. And
I always like getting the nice comments.
Yeah, I haven't had anything negative so far. I've been kind of spared from that. But
yeah, same here. I haven't gotten any negative comments, and it's probably because I'm still small. But I definitely appreciate all the love I get from the community. Have you considered what you will do when you reach 100,000 subscribers?
Well, I was thinking 100K is so far off, so I don't even know. But I was thinking like at 10K, I was thinking about doing some little vlog about my life in China, because lots of people asked me about it. So I might. I mean, that would seem kind of strange in a horror channel, but I still think I might do it.
No, I think that would be really cool. I mean, you didn't see, but a lot of people in the chat were just surprised that you were doing this all the way from China, and they thought it was really cool. So I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah,
we all want to know what life is like in China.
Yeah, exactly. And people kind of always have I think an old like I was saying to you last week, that I think people have an old-fashioned idea of what China is like, that I think it's more developed than people realize. So yeah.
I think a lot of it comes from the fact that, what's put out there is the fact that the internet is blocked and you can't access all these things. So we have a tendency to assume that if people don't have freedom on the internet or something like that, that they're not technologically advanced, which is not true, obviously.
It's not always true, but I mean, there's a lot of places where that is true. Like, we border North Korea.
Oh, no, in North Korea, of course. But I mean, in China specifically, that's not the case. It's not as bad as you would initially think it was. And I actually learned that from you, because I would have thought it impossible for you to ever have a YouTube channel while being in China, because the media does put out this idea that everything is blocked in China, So, yeah, it was because of you that I found out that China's not as crazy about the internet as I thought they were. So you have a question. Big E wants to know, what's your favorite Chinese dish and that you've had there, or weirdest?
Favorite and weirdest. Egg dumplings is one of my favorite. They get these little egg. What do you call it? Like, it's almost like they make sort of like a wrapper out of egg and put it around some herbs, and then you eat it all together. I'm not doing a good job of describing it, but yeah, basically egg and herbs together. It's delicious. Okay. And also, one of the weirdest and my favorite is frog. I've had both boiled frog and fried frog, and they're both delicious. Very spicy.
Whoa.
But yeah.
That's interesting. So Nate commented that dog, but Nate, I actually learned from Goblin last week that the dog isn't widely available like people think it is. It's not a huge thing out there. So yeah. Yeah, like there's one festival in one city every year, but apart from that festival, it's quite rare. I've never eaten it.
And same goes for cat. I don't think they eat it at all.
Wow. I didn't even know cat was a thing. I knew it was a dog. I didn't know cat was a thing.
I think they no, I think they eat it in, but I think some people believe it. Some people think they eat cat, but I think in Korea they eat a little bit of cat, but not here.
Okay. Well, the kitties are safe, not so much the puppies, apparently.
Oh, there's a few of those other kind of things that people believe about China. Like people say in Chinese that they have the same word for crisis as they have for opportunity. Have you heard that one?
I haven't. Is that true or no? Is that a
No, it's not true.
Okay.
It was on The Simpsons. Lots of people believe it because it was on The Simpsons.
Oh,
so, yeah.
I think I know which episode it is too. I think it's the one where they think Homer is like this, like on a box, right? Like on a detergent box, and they think he's famous.
Oh, that was Japan.
Oh, oops, sorry. Then I don't know which one you're talking about.
But they said, the same word for crisis as they do for opportunity. And Homer says, crisis-tunity. But it's actually not true.
Oh, any others that are commonly believed?
I heard someone say people saying before that you're supposed to burp after a meal in China to show your appreciation, which is not true at all. But yeah,
no,
I never did that.
I didn't hear that one either. Okay, so going back to the questions, where did your name come from? Why did you choose Creepypasta Goblin?
I don't know really. I mean, I was originally going to call the channel Before Turning the Gun on Himself, but I kind of was worried that people wouldn't know what the channel was, basically. So I stuck in Creepypasta, and then I just had to, I don't know, I just went through a whole array of things to go with the phrase Creepypasta, like, elf and I don't know, leprechaun. I thought that was a bit too stereotypically Irish,
Yeah.
Kind of like Creepypasta leprechaun. It can be Jesus. But no.
You would have never been able to live that down if you would have chosen
no. Yeah, exactly. No one would take it seriously.
Let's talk with Goblin. So I know the story, but how did your avatar come about? Your guide?
Oh yeah. I found it on some Ukrainian guy's DeviantArt, who I wrote to him, and then he didn't. I said, "Can I use this on my channel?" And then he responded like more than 3 months later saying, "Okay." I was like, "Oh, all right."
And then you were already using it, huh?
What?
Were you already using it by the time he had given you permission?
Yeah, I used it just immediately because it was like I had 2 subscribers, so it's like, who gives a shit?
The art, yeah.
But it was like, yeah.
Well, that's cool.
So yeah, but his DeviantArt is absolutely fantastic. But I've got to, if I ever like,
avatar is amazing.
I think it's the details that he got into it is just astonishing. And I had to crop it. It's actually bigger than that. But
wow,
it's really cool. You can check it out. Anybody listening, I believe his name is. Oh no, what the fuck is his name? I was going to say Alex. I was going to say Alex Korzemba, but then that's that basketball guy on YouTube. Oh fuck, I forget. I've got to find.
If you learn his name, let me know, and I'll post it in the description of this video. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because I would be interested in seeing what he has, just because it's so intricate. But then again, he took 3 months to get back to you, so yeah.
So, yeah, I would imagine he's possibly not the best businessman in the world. Suppose if I had written to him saying, I'll give you a couple of $100 to use this or something, which some people do.
Yeah, but, no, true. I actually paid for the modifications done on my avatar.
Oh yeah.
Just because I feel like it's fair. If somebody's putting their work and time into something, well, I'm going to pay for it, and that's actually not so norm. I believe I have him linked in my channel description, guys. He is a busy man, however, so you might want to give him some time to get back to you if you contact him. Do you plan on coming out with a story for the Goblin or no?
That was not something I had really thought about, because it was like, who was it? Viidith22 was doing that on his channel, wasn't he?
Yes.
He was
they'll have a origin story.
Yeah, but it's kind of, I always thought that like the ones that I saw, it was always somebody else writing it about you. It was you, or have you? I mean, do people normally write it about themselves?
So here's the thing. I know that people have the origin stories that were posted on there, but I know at least for Cannibal, he has his own story, and it's not the same origin story that was posted on Units because somebody else wrote that for him. And then for me, I'm planning on writing my own story. Like, I wouldn't mind somebody else narrating it at all, but I'm planning on writing my own story because I know what the story to like the Margbot avatar is and why she has the katanas, you know? So that's why I like to ask people if they have their own story. Duchess has her own story for hers too.
Yeah, because I saw that picture initially and I thought you were Japanese. But, so,
I wonder why.
You could be, yes. But
yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. So no story for the creepypasta goblin then.
Not yet. Who knows? I might come up with one
someday, just because it's fun, you know. I think it's cool that people have stories for them.
Yeah, I think it's nice. I saw the one, whatever the one I saw the one Unit did for Corpse Husband, and I can't remember what other one I saw, but they were pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen the one he did for Corpse, so the one he did for Your Maker. I've seen Mr. Scarecrow's, and I think, and Cannibals, and I've seen Cannibals, but I don't think I've seen anybody else's. I know there's a couple. I think Let's Read also has one on his channel, but I haven't heard that one.
Oh, right. Yeah, I gotta check him out. I don't know. I found this artist guy, Alexander Kozachenko.
Oh, okay.
Alexander Kozachenko,
okay. Yeah. So can you put it on the Twitter, and then I'll post it on the chat?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have to be right this second, but, you know. Just
yeah,
I think it's pretty sick.
I'll get it at some point. But, yeah. He's a talented guy. God damn it. I'm copying here. Okay.
Yeah, so do you guys have any other questions for Creepypasta Goblin in the chat? And I know there's a delay, so it's going to be a minute.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. You know, I have to say, I think it's cool that they started asking you questions, because usually I have to ask them, you know, do you guys have any questions? But they were, like, on it. They wanted to know about China and about, you know, your narrations and stuff. It was really cool. Oh, and Malicious Mom said that she enjoys your accent.
Thank you, Malicious Mom. Malicious Mama.
Yeah.
We should make her the equivalent of, you know the way people call Corpse Husband Spooky Dad? We should call her Spooky Mom.
Oh, Malicious Mom, you're Spooky Mom now. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
She's really cool.
That's better than Malicious.
She's one of my usuals. You know, it's cool because she spells it like malicious. It's different. It's not like.
Spells it with an E, doesn't she?
Yeah. So you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. I wonder is her name Melanie or Melissa or something?
It must
Maybe that's where that comes from.
Oh, so they want you to say Spooky Mom in Chinese. Can you do that?
Oh shit. I have no idea. Mom is mama, anyway, and father is baba, so that's just straightforward enough. Hang on, I'm gonna Google translate this shit. But I can actually pronounce it, but I don't know what it is.
The characters, man, there's so many characters in Chinese. It's got to be really difficult.
There's 5,000. So it's 5, like
characters. Wow.
Even Chinese people don't know all of them.
That's insane. I mean, I've kind of wanted to learn Japanese before, but I've heard that's also an incredibly difficult language to learn.
Yeah. Hang on, what the fuck? Sorry, my computer's gone crazy. Yeah, Japanese is kind of, it shares a lot with Chinese, and it's just as difficult.
Their characters.
So Spooky Mom in Chinese is Yomo da Mama.
Yodo Mama? What? Say that again.
Yomo da Mama.
Yomo da Mama. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk around just saying Yomo da Mama just because I can.
It sounds like an insult.
It really?
Mama.
Well, no, because I watch enough like Korean and Chinese and Japanese dramas / movies to know that it doesn't sound like an insult.
Oh man. What does sound dodgy, what does sound funny in Chinese though, their word for that, if they want to say that, is nigga. And they say it all the time. They sound really ghetto.
nigga all the time when I mean that now.
Yeah, and they do it when they're kind of trying to, or like if they're buying something in a shop and they say they want to buy that one, saying "buy that" in Chinese is "my nigga," so it sounds kind of
You're
extra
trolling.
get.
You're
Yeah.
trolling. I don't believe you. Stop.
I swear to God, Google.
My nigga.
That is not a joke. Fucking Google Translate.
I call shenanigans. It is not my nigga. Bye.
Google Translate. Buy that. My nigga. Apologies to anybody who's offended by that, by the way. But it's actually, no, it's just Chinese. But
It's just Chinese, my nigga.
come over here and complain.
Yeah, they're gonna go over there.
All
and
1.4
say,
billion of them.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
I've triggered some people.
I think so. See, now everybody's leaving. It's all your fault.
Oh, god damn.
How do you say I don't buy that?
I don't buy that.
Yeah.
Well, boo my nigga.
Wait, say it again?
Whoa, boo my nigga.
Well, boom, my nigga.
That sounds ghetto as fuck.
I meant for it to sound ghetto.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. No offense to anybody. Just having fun.
Yeah. But I mean, it's important that we spread this knowledge because I have images of like Chinese people getting beaten up in America.
Oh my god.
So,
Let's spread the knowledge, guys, so that Chinese people don't get beaten up. That by that is actually my nigga, and they're not trying to just be racist or just.
If there's a black shopkeeper, yeah.
Hold on. Oh, Malicious Mom wants to know if we're her scary children now.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be older than you. I don't know.
I don't think so, actually. I think Malicious has shared her age with us before. But no, I think you're younger than her.
Oh, okay. It's all good.
I mean, you and I aren't that far apart in age either. Don't make yourself sound like super old or anything.
Yeah, no. We're no Deadly Horror. We're one of the older ones. Deadly in the chat. Who's in the chat?
There's Malicious Mom. Buffy is around. She said she was hungry, so I don't know if she left.
So sorry about the radio sounds.
You're back. Yay!
I'm sorry.
It is.
Something came up around my house, and it's just it took forever. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. No worries whatsoever.
What on this?
Asked us earlier. There's something they asked all three of us. Oh, they wanted to know if we found the French accent sexy, like from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being sexy.
7.
7? You too? Really? Am I the only one who just doesn't care for it?
I think it's a pretty cool accent. Like it's sort of the Romance languages. That gives me that points in my mind.
Okay, maybe from a woman though. Maybe coming from a woman it sounds sexy, but coming from a man it does not.
I could think of it like it can go either way for a guy. Like if it depends on if they have a pencil thin mustache. If they don't, and they say something, then it's like, oh, this dude is freaking awesome and he's so attractive. But if he has a pencil thin mustache and he has a little cloak over his head and he's talking to you in the French accent, that's when you get some distance away from him. Like,
yeah, I think that would be safer.
Gonna go away. Oh yeah.
I stay away from pencil thin mustaches just generally. I think they're rarely a good sign.
Very rarely.
I agree, very dastardly.
And then there's the soul patch, which I'm not sure about. Not sure how to feel about that.
Oh, I don't know. I think soul patches are all right.
What's a soul patch?
Do you have soul? It's basically it's from your bottom lip to your chin is just hair.
It's like a triangle.
Sort of. Do you have a soul patch, Goblin?
No. Certainly not.
Oh, I see
feel
it.
like
No, that's weird.
I feel like that'd be pretty fantastic if you had a soul patch.
Why? Because of his accent?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, like that would fit perfectly with your accent. Like when I hear your voice, I envision a dude with a giant beard, like sort of like Jacksepticeye, with a big beard and soul patch. I feel like you have brown eyes. I don't know. That's just how I'm feeling. I really don't know.
I know he's not a ginger. That much I know.
Yeah. That's a pretty long way away from how I look, actually.
Okay.
Well,
I've been told that I look like a grown-up version of Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you have beady eyes?
No,
That's
I
like
mean,
the coolest thing
I look
I've
like a
heard.
human being. I don't look like a cartoon character. My head isn't bigger than the rest of my body.
I was about to say, that's pretty cool, man. You better show me how to do that one of these days.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Looks like a cartoon
You should get a
character.
Hobbs stuffed animal or a Hobbs figurine.
I
Like
should.
that should be like your number one priority is getting one of those and be like, I got the gang back together after so long.
Walk around China and nobody gets the reference. But I'll just be like,
Well, if you go
Yeah,
home,
guy.
then people will get the reference.
yeah, I can try
Have you
that.
ever been out here to America, Goblin?
No, I've never been. I'd like to.
Oh, okay. Of all the places you've been and you've never been to America, that's a little shocking.
I know it's utter madness, but
Oh, yeah.
I've been on a couple of other continents. I've visited South Africa and China and a few places around Europe, but never America. But I know loads of Californians, so I've got to be in California sooner or later.
Yeah, you have to come out here and visit us. I mean, we're planning a get-together in Vegas sometime next year. Viidith, you're welcome to come, the narrators. So,
Yeah, I'd be down.
yeah, I mean, you're not too far from there as far as...
It's not too far.
I
It's
recall.
like I'm at the tip of Texas, so it's not too far. I can bang that out in like put in 2 albums or whatever and just drive.
No
That'll be
way. Not 2 albums. It's farther away than that. But
Well, it depends on how fast you drive and whether or not you want to get caught by the police. But that's a different story.
nobody needs to know that.
Nobody's heard that.
Buffy or Carell wants to know if you've ever been to Australia.
I have not, but I'm as close as I've ever been right now. But I could I might drop off there sometime because my brother lives in New Zealand now, so I could drop off on the way when I visit him.
So someday, Carell, he will be on your continent.
Someday. I'm just
Someday.
yes. I'm across the what ocean is it between us and Australia? Pacific Ocean, I think.
Yeah, it's Pacific. Because the Pacific's on the left side and the Atlantic's on the right side. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, of America, yes.
I got you.
But yes,
Where are you
yeah.
from originally, Goblin?
Ireland.
Nice.
I like how you said that, Ireland.
Ireland.
what was it?
I should
What was
say
it
it like
that you said?
Americans. Put 3 syllables into it.
Ireland.
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 That was a fantastic white male voice. Ireland.
Well, I'm a white male, so yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. That went off completely differently than I thought it was going to. I will say an American accent.
American,
Yeah.
cool.
You may
Thanks,
actually
dude.
see him do an American accent as a police officer here in the near future in the Hail series that we're doing. So keep an eye out for Goblin. Never know where he's going to
Woohoo.
pop up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Viidith may
I'm-
even pop up at some point, guys. Just FYI.
Ooh.
Hey, Viidith,
I'm
I forgot to ask. Oh,
Where are you
Carell
from?
said,
Oh, no,
I am actually from California, in case you couldn't tell.
Awesome.
Go
I don't know.
Cali.
Yeah,
Cali?
people tell me that I sound like a Valley girl and that they just assumed I was from Cali. So
Did you assume my gender?
Did you just-
exactly. Did you assume my gender?
It's okay. I sexually identify as a toaster.
Yeah, I sexually identify as being from Louisiana, so don't offend me by saying I'm California.
Please don't. Please don't identify.
It can be like, do you know those people who say they identify as an Apache helicopter? Have you
My
seen it?
brother says that.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
Duchess
yeah.
is in the chat, guys. Hi, Duchess. Everybody wave at her. She's been super busy
Hey,
today.
Duchess, I'm waving in China.
I'm waving.
Yeah, wave. She can't see you, but do it.
I'll do it.
That's enough.
You're going to have to take my word for it. Ow.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Duchess is all the way in Michigan, and I was writing a story that was based in Michigan, and I kind of haven't done it in ages. I've got to finish it soon.
How long is the story?
It's my longest one yet. I've written some other ones on my channel, but like the longest one was only about 10 or 11 minutes.
Oh,
So yeah,
gotcha.
it's going to be longer than that.
What's the longest story that you guys have done?
The longest story
One
that
of yours was 10 minutes.
I've read or near like.
Sorry, narrated. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, because I write also. But that I've narrated, I want to say it was 25 minutes long.
Ugh. That sounds like hell to edit.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't, I promise. It was actually written by one of my horror Amino friends. It's called Such Nice Guys. I actually got to pretend to be drunk for it. So you know, I could just pass off some of my flaws in narrating as just, you know, the character being drunk. But yeah.
Just getting into the character.
Yeah, guys, I was just getting into the character. For all anybody knows here, I may have actually been drunk. Okay.
You got to do some method acting. You got to get real drunk.
Oh yeah. They'll tell.
Right.
They'll be able to tell if it's fake. Like they know.
I need to be authentic, guys. Okay, I needed to do this. I really wasn't drunk, though. I was not drinking. Oh my gosh.
But the longest one I did was 45 minutes.
Jeez.
Holy God.
Proper pain in the ass.
That
It was the one I was
one,
talking about. That was the one I was talking about earlier, the Feed the Pig.
Thought so.
Damn. That's insane.
It's but I don't know how. Did you ever see Margbot? I think we were talking about that one Baraska, but did you ever see that one?
So wait, you haven't done it, right?
No, I haven't. As Mr. Creepypasta did, and Lady White
Here's
Rabbit
the
did.
deal. I don't hate on anybody or anything, but you know, we all have our preferences and voices. And I can't listen to Mr. Creepypasta because he reminds me of a character from Welcome to Night Vale.
I can see that.
So I can't listen to it. I heard it's a really great story, but because he's the only one that's done it to my knowledge, I've never.
No, Lady White Rabbit did it as well.
Okay, well, I might have to check that out because
I actually haven't.
But if you do it, I'll just wait for you to do it.
But I haven't listened to the whole thing because it's 2.5 hours long. So, and I don't think I'm going to do it myself. I just 2.5 hours. Fuck that! I'd be there all week.
Yeah, you would. The editing on that would be insane.
Oh yeah, I would
Jesus
freak out
Christ.
halfway through. Honestly, that would be awful.
You know what I want to do someday is psychosis. When I feel like I'm at a better level with my narration, I want to do psychosis, and I want to do pen pal.
I remember that story.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that one.
Oh,
my gosh.
It's
a
really
book
good.
actually now. Now it's a book.
Really?
But it's a book. The guy made a book out of it, and there's like different sections of this entire story that comes together at the end, and it's really good. And it's basically this guy going through the time when he's a child and a whole bunch of awful things happening to him, and he brings it full circle at the end.
Damn.
Yeah.
God damn. I did Psychosis, but I'm going to take it down, I think, because it was shit. It was like
It's okay. I've done that before.
it was one of my early videos, and it was just it was not good. So,
I was actually going to. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, go on.
I was gonna say, as like my first idea for a 1K, like what do you call it, like celebration, whatever video, was I was going to tear apart my very first video I did on my channel, which it's Jesus Christ. I didn't have a microphone at the time. I used my computer default microphone, and I didn't know how to use the text, and I didn't know how to edit anything, so I just kind of chop, and then I put audio on there. No leveling. Oh God, that was something.
Wow.
Yeah, they're brutal.
Yeah, most people don't know this, but until very recently, I was recording with my iPhone, and most people couldn't tell. I mean, I don't know if people just say that to be nice, but they're like, oh my God, your audio quality was great. And I'm like, I was recording on my iPhone. But what I would do is, I don't know if you guys use Audacity, but I would literally generate silence in between every single little break. So I guess that's why people couldn't tell that I was recording on an iPhone.
Damn.
Yeah, that took me a long time, especially for the longer stories.
There are some. If you go back and look at some of the ones from like 2008, there are people recording on like an iPhone 1, and it's just awful. It's just so terrible. And I know you don't watch him. I know you don't watch Mr. Creepypasta, but like his first videos are just
I saw
hilariously bad.
I saw those.
1 second, okay, I'll be right back.
Because I'm that kind of dude that scrolls down to the bottom of the very first videos that narrators make to see how far they've come, and it's just Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it's kind of but it's good that he leaves them up there, I suppose,
Oh yeah,
because he doesn't even sound like him.
yeah.
He just kind of it's quite encouraging.
It's
Um,
really. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, that was it. I wasn't gonna say it.
Oh. I was gonna say it's really good that like he's sort of fit into his persona, Mr. Creepypasta. From that point, like when he first started, he just seemed like he was just talking into a microphone. Whereas like for the narrators, most narrators that are like on here, they have some kind of something about their voice that's different than how they actually talk. Because if you like, I don't know, it's a kind of growth in a way for Mr. Creepypasta. It's a kind of growth, which I think is good to see. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to subscribe to you and I'm going to watch your videos now.
Thank you.
But I'm wondering, have you like do you change your voice around when you narrate?
It just I just obviously slow down is really it. I'm sort of slower and more dramatic, but my voice, my accent is the same. But just
Nice.
yeah, because that was one of the ones one of the things that was a problem at the start was my ones were just I was delivering it in just machine gun fire. It was so fast,
Oh yeah,
and
I've done that.
there was no pauses at all. It's just I think everybody does that at the start.
I think it's because like you're really nervous about talking into the microphone. I guess it's just like the public speaking type mentality, even though it isn't live or really public. Um,
Yeah,
I think it's just the idea.
yeah.
See,
Could be.
my first recording, I think it was my first recording, it was actually in the form of an advertisement. And it's a creepypasta, but they wrote it as an advertisement for robot clones. And I feel like, considering I had just started narrating, I did really well because it sounds like a legitimate commercial, like a really excited commercial that's trying to get you to buy a robot clone. And I found some really sick video to go along with that. But after that, like my video after that, you can tell I was a complete noob. Like I did really well for that one, and then the following one was just like, so on this day, it's just so bad. It's funny. Like I'm gonna redo all that stuff at some point.
I did an early video, which I did the vigil, and I couldn't even believe it got accepted on Let's Read, and it was fucking terrible. Looking back at it, it was just awful. But I got on Let's Read with it. I don't know how.
Oh, awesome! I didn't know you'd been on Let's Read.
I've been on Let's Read twice.
What?
With that, I did a not very good one on my own, and then I did a much better one with me and Dr. Creepin. It was a collab.
Nice. I'm jelly.
But it was quite. I was quite happy with it. Hang on, I'm just Margbot. I'm sending you that deviant art thing on Twitter.
Okay, sounds good. I'll go ahead and I'll put it in the description of the video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For freelance. There we are.
And they were asking how the incident where I lost my nose and lips. I've done. Somebody asked me how I had the incident about losing my nose and lips.
Your avatar. I thought you meant in real life.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Well, then again, you don't know. But
there was a. Here.
Do what?
I said we don't discriminate here, but go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I only have like half a nose. Don't worry about it. But there was an origin story that was actually that Unit had helped me out with a while back, and I can't send links because it's stupid and weird on here. But
I can post them for you. Just give them to me on Twitter.
Okay, awesome. But that was going to be the response to that comment, as opposed to trying to explain it because I'm trying to remember myself how I even did it.
So you're trying to remember your own origin story?
Yes. It's
no! Guys, he's a little confused as to where he came from. So it's okay.
I'm a little confused about where I came from.
That issue.
I grew up in a test tube. It's all good.
I believe it.
Someone shot cement into your face.
Somebody actually hit me with a bus in the face, and it didn't feel very good. And I woke up and it. What's up?
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
How long have you owned your channel?
It's been 3 years, but I didn't do anything with it until last year, I think.
But you're still part of the ones that have the /user because they don't allow us to have that anymore. So I was wondering if you had it longer, but I guess back then they still allowed you to have the user.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Jelly.
I didn't even think about it. No, don't be jelly. It's okay.
Jealous today. Origin story of Viidith22.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, there's your narrating voice.
Yeah.
It's a little different from your usual voice.
It's pretty different. It's interesting. Like the first time I talked on a live stream, which was I think it was with Cannibal, I believe. No, it was with Not So Norm. If you don't know who Not So Norm is, he is an amazing artist.
He did my channel.
He is?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like he did my intro and outro, and he did the avatar too. He's an insanely good artist.
He really is, especially because he's so young.
And he's so underrated too.
Yeah, I agree. He's so busy lately. I guess he's getting a lot of people asking him for work now that you guys are kind of promoting him, which is great.
That's awesome though.
Yeah, no, definitely he deserves it.
But I went on a stream with him and Cannibal, and when I first started talking, my voice and my narration sounds like I'm like, I guess, older than I am. And then I talk in real life, and he's like, "Is that you?" It's the first thing. I'm like, "Okay, yes, that's me. It's okay. Don't worry about it."
It's just some random guy that decided to take over his channel or pretend to be it.
It's just a prank. Yeah. I just had to. Don't worry about it.
So I have to ask, why Viidith22?
There was I've actually been asked this question before. My friend and I were talking. We were talking about videos and like YouTube videos. I don't know what we were talking about YouTube videos, but he said video, and I said vid, and he said Viidith, and I'm like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. And then when they have you add your name, he was like, you have to add a number or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, okay. And I put 22 at the end of it, and I put it on there. And then I don't know, I just didn't get rid of it because I was lazy at the time, and it just kind of stuck.
So it's Viidith22. So it wasn't like your age at the time or anything like that. It was just like
No. I'm actually 19.
Oh,
my God.
So you're not even 60 yet.
I don't believe you.
No, I'm dead serious. I'm gonna be 20 in February.
You're the same age as Corpse Husband.
Oh God, that's fantastic.
Yeah, there you go. You have that in common with him.
Yeah, and the deep voices as well, or the older voices. I think there's a lot of
older though. I have to say, you do sound older.
Thank you.
Wow,
it's good though, because if you hear some narrators who are 16 and sound like they're 16, and it's just awful.
Yeah, let's discuss that.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I take this. I mean, this is for fun, obviously, but I take it seriously. Like, I respect all you guys, so.
Yeah.
I like it when you guys act your age, even though you're younger. I mean, you're not like a kid or anything, don't get me wrong, but.
It's all good.
Yeah.
How old are you guys?
I'm the grandfather of the group.
You are not a grandfather. Stop it.
I'm 32.
I was about to say 30. That's awesome.
I am younger than 30.
24.
And older than Viidith. That's all I'm going to say.
24.
I actually became a year older just like 2 weeks ago, so.
Ah.
I'm not
23.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I think I actually streamed that day. No, I uploaded a story. Never mind. I uploaded a story.
We should have sent you some horror-related presents.
You guys should have. Slacking.
Yeah, I should have sent you like a severed human finger or something
that
like
would be really cool.
The Godfather-esque really cool. With a horse head in your bed.
The head of your enemy.
Okay, I don't want to sleep with the fishes. That's not cool. I mean, severed fingers are cool, but not severed horse heads. That's not cool. But yeah, you guys are slacking next year, guys. Next year.
I believe it. I'm gonna get me a paper mache horse head. I'm
going
to send it. And it'll be fantastic.
I'll be waiting for it. Okay, so Ollie Olivia wants to know what made us start with the scary stories.
All of us?
Yeah, all of us.
All right. You can go first, Margbot. This is your stream.
All right. So, what made me start narrating scary stories? I listened like many of you guys do, and like many. I think all these stories are the same for pretty much everybody. I started listening, but for quite some time, I've always been told by different people that I have a very pleasant voice. So I started listening to Creeps McPasta originally, and I thought it was really cool. And I didn't know there were other channels out there like his. I was actually struggling, as weird as that sounds, I was struggling to find other channels that did the whole horror thing because I've always loved horror. I'm a freak for horror. So I started looking for other channels, and the more I found, the more I realized that there were smaller and smaller channels, and pretty much anybody can do this. So I took the whole idea of, people think I have a pleasant voice, and just decided, okay, maybe I'll make a channel. And so I started thinking, what can I possibly call myself? And here you are. You guys have Margbot and her whole robot thing. She's actually an android.
Robot lord.
I'm a freak for robots. There, that's how I got here. So next person.
Go ahead, Goblin.
Well, it was about 4 or 5 years ago that I had. You know that you remember I Read Creepypastas, that channel?
Yeah.
And he had the one that everybody saw, the Russian sleep experiment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He had the crazy thumbnail that everyone. It's got like 25 or 30 million views. It's like by miles the most viewed creepypasta video. It's like 10 times the next highest. But I watched his channel a load, and then I got into some of the other guys. But I used to watch them for like 3 or 4 years without thinking of having my own channel. But then my manager in my old job, I had to make like voice recordings for students, and my manager told me she thought I had the perfect voice. Her words. So just kind of thought, hey, I put these two things together, and that was it.
And ta-da! Goblin was born.
Yeah.
Well, I had because originally my whole channel was going to be just about poetry, because I post poems and stuff on DeviantArt. I was very active for like 3 years before I even started last year. And I was like, I need a place to do this if my thing is deleted or my channel's gone on DeviantArt or whatever. So I started voicing it over on here, and then it just kind of got some traction. And then I did 1 or 2 scary-esque stories, and then I got in contact with some other people, and then it just kind of went from there.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Who was your first narrating friend or narrator friend?
I think the first person I did a collaboration. Do you know who the Shadow Reader is?
I know that name.
He was the first person I did a collaboration with, and I still talk to him today. Like he's a very cool guy. He deserves more than he has. He's very underrated in my opinion because he puts a lot of effort into his videos. It was him, and then it just went. I think it was the next one was Scary Stuff, and then it was Unit or Blue, one of the two. And I think that was it.
Gotcha. Okay, what about you, Goblin?
Hang on, what was the question?
Who was your first narrator friend? Sorry.
My first narrator friend, probably be Dr. Creepin. Because it's like
he has such a cool voice.
I wrote to him like asking for a collab when he had like just 100 subs or something, and I had like 25 or something. So yeah, we were both nobody, and we got on Let's Read, and we've done about I think we've featured on about 4 or 5 different videos. He was on that 2-line Halloween special that you were on, Margbot, and we were on Let's Read, and I was on his version of String Theory, and I was on what was going to be his Halloween special, but it didn't come to fruition in the end because he didn't have it ready in time.
Yeah, I hear it's actually still coming out for Creepin'.
No, he said he'd do it sooner or later.
Well, I understand why, because what he chose to do takes a lot of editing. I don't want to give anything away because I don't know if I'm supposed to, but what he chose to do is a story that involves a lot of editing. And there's quite a few of us actually involved in that.
Cool.
I think you could mention it. It's like it's a choose your own adventure kind of one.
Yeah, it's a choose your own adventure. I love those, by the way. I've only seen one or two of them, but they're always really fun.
Nice.
I've never done one. I'd like to do one, but I can't do that one because I narrated the 2 final bits, so I know what happened. So yeah, I can't do that one, but I can do another one.
Gotcha. So people are asking who did our art. I'm gonna post in the video description, guys, the links to who did Goblins and who did mine and Viidith's, because Viidith and I actually have the same artist.
The same fantastic, amazing artist.
Yes. And he actually has his own channel, so I will link his channel on here.
Oh yeah.
Norm's such a cool kid, honestly, he really is.
His Instagram's really funny too.
I
Like
don't think I have one. I should look for that. I didn't even know he had one.
I think he was the first one I followed on Instagram. Was he posts pictures of like him with a funny face, or of puppies, or of like just nature and scenery, and it's just great. I love the contrast.
Oh wait, I think I know what you're talking about. Yes, I do follow him.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go look for you too, and I'm gonna follow you. Goblin, do you have an Instagram?
No.
Oh.
Do you have a Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we know. I've got a Twitter, and I've got a Facebook, which is just for the stories that I write. So I don't have huge amounts on it. But yeah, my Twitter @PastaGoblin, big P,
Nice.
big G.
Okay.
Nice.
Hang on, yeah, I can see you there as well.
Sweet.
Already found him.
No. When he finds me,
Oh. So Goblin, the reason you don't do like Snapchat and like Instagram, is it because where you're at right now, or you just don't want to have that for your channel?
I don't know. I don't even look at them for other people. I don't use Snapchat or Instagram at all, really. And I don't know, maybe I will one day. But yeah, people tend to use them kind of, on their phones more. And getting through the government blocks in China on your phone is even worse than your computer, on your laptop, So it's like
iPhones out there, yeah, because they just recently got iPhones out there, right?
Oh yeah, they've had them for quite a few years, but like there was all those apps were blocked. Like Instagram was blocked because there were photos of there were protests in Hong Kong about 2 years ago against the Communist Party, and they just blocked all of those ones like Instagram, Snapchat, blah blah blah. So yeah,
Well, we can have nice things, guys.
Exactly.
That's unfortunate.
because of them daggum commies.
Ruining everything.
Yeah,
Conspiracy theories.
goddamn right.
Okay, guys.
Should have nuked them when he had the chance.
Oh my goodness. The links are in the description of the video for the people who do our art, so you can go look at that. Then end cards. Oh yeah, you can put the end cards on streams now. I forgot about that.
You can?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I will link you guys. I think Unit did it with the stream I did yesterday too.
Nice.
That's really cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch your your origin story, but I need to know why you lost your nose and your mouth.
Sounds
And
good.
apparently your memory too, because
Memory
you don't
fails me.
remember.
I have a very short-term memory. I can remember things like maybe within a 2-week span, and then it just kind of becomes blah blah
You have
blah.
a
blah.
college student's memory. That's what you have, sir.
Oh yeah, it's
I miss
fantastic.
I miss that.
It's all I need to get through school and then remember none of it. It's gonna be
Exactly. You
great.
dump. You fill and you dump, and you fill and you dump, just long enough to make it through finals.
Just long enough.
Can't say I miss that. So guys, do you guys have any other questions for us? We're here. If you want to ask anything, ask away.
Oh yeah, ask any questions you want.
Ooh.
I did not mean for that to sound sexual at all.
It really did though.
I just said something in my throat.
Yeah, I just accidentally had something in my throat. Really helped me.
Anyway.
Are you gonna start like beatboxing right now, Viidith?
Oh no. I don't do that. I'm very I'll say myself I'm much too white to beatbox. I feel like I'm the whitest person that I know, and it makes me very sad.
It's okay. I'm pretty white too, and I'm not even white. I'm Japanese. Some people think I'm Japanese. I mean, I can't say I blame them. So, sure, guys, I'm Japanese. If you
What is
could
your
go
spirit
anywhere in
animal?
the world, where would you go?
Oh, is Goblin still here?
No, I think
Oh,
he got disconnected by the yellow man because he was talking about them.
stupid G-man. I'll say I'll go. Actually, I've always wanted to go to South America.
Whoa,
In all
why
honesty.
South America?
Mostly for Brazil because I just want to see how it looks, and I want to see the rainforest, and I want to see the culture and how people interact and live there. I think it'd be really cool.
That's awesome.
What
I
about you,
mean, a
Michelle?
lot of people, like after
Margbot.
what happened with the Olympics, they
Mhm.
were afraid they don't care for Brazil anymore. And it's interesting that you say that you would like to go there, just because
Oh, yeah.
there's like so much like bad media coming from Brazil because of how they handled the Olympics that
Oh, yeah.
everyone's like, oh, we hate it, So that's cool.
Oh, yeah. I feel like you want to go somewhere in Europe.
No, try again.
No? Africa.
No,
Oh, Asia.
technically.
Japan.
How did you know? I just got a message from Goblin, and he said it won't let him back. So I guess, yeah, China got in the way, guys.
That makes me
I hope
very
you
sad.
enjoyed him being here. He really did his best to be here for you guys.
He's a cool guy.
He is. He's really cool, and he's really funny. Oh my gosh, Viidith, you have no idea. So we have this chat that a few of like my narrator friends are part of, and he can't be on there at the same time that we are because of the fact that he's in China and his like schedule is completely different. But when he pops up, he says the funniest things. It's hilarious. Like no one really knew what he was like other than me, and even I didn't realize he was so funny until like way recently when he started popping up with the most random like comments about things we were talking about. We're like, hey, he actually, it's not just like one word here or there. He has like a real funny personality. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
But then again, I pictured you as being kind of a serious guy too. I don't know. I kind of got that vibe from your poetry.
I could see that, but I'm really not. I am
Clearly not. So, wait,
Life
who's
is
your
too short to
bae?
be serious. Do what?
Inside
Oh,
is my
outside is inside is my bae.
Oh.
Outside world scares me.
Oh. But you want to go to Brazil. That makes so much sense.
Yes. I'll wear a protective dome around me. I'm not going to worry about it.
Okay. You'll be in your bubble. It's okay.
I'm always
Yeah,
in my
no,
bubble.
I really, really want to go to Japan so badly. Like, that's like the top of my list, and then it's Italy. Like, I want to go to Italy. And the reason I want to go to Japan is because they're so technologically advanced. And I really want to go to the robot hotel. But they also have, like, that old world culture, which is just gorgeous to me. So yeah, definitely want to go to Japan. I heard, now this is a rumor, guys, but I heard that for the 2020 Olympics, they're actually working on getting robots to show your seats. So that'd be
fantastic.
Yeah, I'm a freak for robots. So.
Oh yeah. Someone else had asked, "What is your spirit animal?"
You go first.
I want to hear your response first.
Oh, geez, you always want me to go first. Okay, my spirit animal. I'm gonna say my Patronus is goat, and my spirit animal is probably. I'm gonna go with a lion. Just because I'm pretty fierce.
I can see that. That's awesome, though.
Yeah. What about you?
My spirit animal probably. That's a good question. I would say a cat, because I think cats are just chill and very like they don't really give a shit about a lot of stuff, and it's really awesome. I would probably say a cat or Filthy Frank, but I don't think he counts.
I don't think. I mean, if we're gonna start doing that, that girl from what's that movie? There was a movie that came out like 2 years ago. She was insanely fierce. What is it called? Maybe if I describe it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So she was basically at a house with her family and like their significant others, and they were spending the night. and it actually, like, people start dying throughout the night. Like, there's somebody outside, like, trying to kill them. And then you find out that some of the people that are with her.
I know what you're talking about.
What's it called?
This is gonna kill me. Chat, please help.
Right?
It was it's on the tip of my tongue. The one with the animal masks.
Yes.
Yes. Crap, what was it called?
That's not it.
This is gonna drive me crazy. Okay. It's like 2 words, and it's supposed to be so simple. I'm looking this up.
Movie with animal masks.
You're next.
You're next. That girl. The girl in that movie.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just got a text saying you're next. Great. Anyway. Yeah, so you're next. The girl in that, she's my spirit animal. She can survive through anything.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So if we're gonna start including people, that's who would be my spirit animal.
Oh yeah. Or I would say if we were going movies, then probably the dude that's the token black character in every movie. I would think. I think that's probably one of the coolest roles or coolest spirit animals that you can be, just simply because you are known as the token black person, and you can be put in every movie, or in every horror movie rather. Well, and action movies too, but mostly horror movies. And it's just. I don't know. I think there's something very peaceful and tranquil about that idea about being the token black man.
I guess so. Only you would say something like that. No, I've never heard that. I'm just teasing. I can see why you're saying that, but it's a really curious idea. Like, I don't know. It's very unique. But that's cool. Buffy says, my spirit animal is Buffy Summers, or Faith from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Nice.
Very nice. Oh man, I don't even remember that show. Like, it's been years.
I didn't watch it. I wanted to, but I didn't watch it when I was younger.
I didn't watch the entire thing. I caught some of it, but
like I was into like
young when that came
well, yeah. I was into what was it? Like I watched a whole lot of SpongeBob, which SpongeBob fans represent in the chat.
Are we going to start, like, bringing out SpongeBob quotes? Because I can do that all night, believe me.
Oh, God.
Best time to wear a striped sweater.
Is all the time.
Damn, yes. You didn't let me down. Pretend high five.
I've high-fived myself.
Wow. Yeah, do it for me, because I can't do it.
So SpongeBob, and then there was... I watched it. What was it? Oh, Avatar: The Last Airbender. By far, my favorite show.
Oh my god, that's definitely up there for me. Also, I love Avatar: The Last Airbender.
And then Shyamalan destroyed it for me, but sorry.
Oh, he destroys everything. I can't look. There is a movie coming out, I think next month.
It's called Split, isn't it?
Yes, but it looks so good. So I'm shocked that he's doing it.
There was a review from I don't know if you watch him. Their movie sucks.
No, but what did he say? He's
a channel, and he said it was very good for a Shyamalan movie. He said he was surprised. He says, "Where the hell have you been the past 10 years?"
Yeah,
and I thought it was just fantastic.
I'm hoping he doesn't ruin it, because that movie, the previews for it look amazing. And God, what's the James McAvoy? Even just the previews, like he really is a versatile actor. I love it. I love him as an actor in general, but he looks great in that. Not to give too much away. Buffy said her spirit animal is Bellatrix Lestrange from Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
You know, are you familiar with like the Harry Potter books, or just?
I was more familiar with the movies than the books. Now, if you talk about the Hunger Games, I'm more familiar with the books, but with Harry Potter, it's more the movies. Yeah.
Okay. So I've always been curious to know Bellatrix's story, like her background story. I hope someday J.K. Rowling releases something about that, just because I feel like she wasn't always like that. But I'm just looking too much into it from the books. But as far as the Hunger Games, which was your favorite book?
Ooh. I really hope this doesn't spoil anything for the chat. But the book's been out there for 4 years still, Mockingjay.
Yeah, so sorry guys, but
I'm sorry guys. I would say probably Mockingjay, because Premeta Blast. That was a terrible joke. I'm sorry.
That really was bad though.
That was terrible. No, I'll say because I was more appreciative of the ending, I guess, as opposed to the cliffhangers where it's been from the first one and then from Catching Fire. Um, I don't know. I guess I liked the closure. I liked how she did it, as opposed to like some other book series or movies, which I
Yeah,
can't
she
even begin to get into.
definitely brought it full circle. And I mean, I don't know. I majored in English when I was in college, so my degree is in English. So I'm kind of an English
Nice.
snob.
Oh yeah.
But like, just when I read books, I obviously read for fun. But when I notice that books have, all these literary devices and things, um, it just takes it up a notch for me. And that book definitely did. Like, it had a lot of allusions to like classical literature, and it was just neat the way that she brought it back full circle. So
Oh yeah.
I definitely had an appreciation for those books. However, in regards to the movies, I mean, the movies are never going to be what the books are, no matter what, right? But I was actually just watching the movies with one of the other narrators, and I realized I'd only watched the movies really fully once, which was in theaters. But it just left out so much for me. The last two movies left out so much for me, and they were actually kind of boring. So it's not like they didn't have enough time to cover everything that happened. It was
Yeah.
more of they just didn't do it. They didn't make good use of their time. I don't know what you think about that, but
I can agree with that.
it was
Have you? I'm going to fangirl if you know this. Have you read the Gone series?
Gone series. No, sorry.
It's okay.
No fangirling.
It was the Gone series by Michael Grant, and I really hope the chat, at least somebody in the chat, knows what I'm talking about. I read it last summer. It's 6 books total, and it was a young adult book. Young adult. Thank God, Buffy. Thank God. But it was a young adult book, quote unquote, and I was
I see
alive
here.
and like alive. Sorry, what?
No, I was reading the description for those book series, but go ahead.
Oh yeah.
For that book series.
But I was there when the books were still being posted, as opposed to all of them being published. So I could I'd have to wait, and it was the best feeling ever because I've never had to do that before with movies or anything like that. And it was just the greatest feeling to see and wonder and ponder how it would end. The ending was kind of, I don't know, in my opinion, anticlimactic, but it was a really good series. I was really impressed, especially with the second book. With Hunger was probably the best book out of the series. I would suggest it, Margbot. I really would suggest the series.
I would. I'll check them out. It sounds interesting.
Oh yeah.
As far as anticlimactic endings, are you familiar with the Allegiant, that series of books?
I'm not.
They brought out the movies recently, and I had actually started reading them until I heard that the ending was very anticlimactic. It was very like, oh well. Now, I'm not saying this is the ending, but I'm just giving you a comparison of it. Like, oh, it's like saying, oh, and then they just woke up and it was all a dream. So
that's a big middle finger to the audience.
Exactly. So
it reminds me of that's like a sloppy way of how to end TV.
Exactly. It's actually
shows.
called Deus Ex Machina, where something just comes down and like solves everything out of nowhere. Ollie wants to know if you will make a book of your stories.
Of mine? Well, I haven't released this on my channel. I was going to wait. My poetry, or at least 10 of my poems, have actually been published.
What?
They there was a friend of mine who she went through a publishing company, and she writes poetry as well, and it was hers and mine. I'll probably send a link to you if I can find it. But
spam it everywhere.
Yes.
Okay, but does it have your real name on it?
No.
Okay, so no worries.
It's all good. I don't know. I wanted to be like known as that instead of my actual name because I was more known on DeviantArt with my writing. But
Gotcha.
it was posted, and there was a second one that she did. No, sorry, she wrote the first book, and the second book that she had written was with me in it as like, I don't know what do you call that? Not a collaboration. I guess it would be a collaboration. Yeah. But I'm literally trying to talk to you and find the link at the same time. But it was pretty fun. I thought it was really cool. Just to like insane to think that it was on paper. Which I thought was
Yeah, that's
interesting.
amazing. I mean, I wish I had something published out there. I write a lot.
That's
And it's
awesome.
kind of interesting because I was a writer before I did this, and I've been working on a novel for a while.
Hmm.
You know, just because I love to write. And I've done some of my own stories, and Dr. Creepin actually narrated one of my stories. But I've never had anything published, and I think it's because I'm so shy and like protective of my writing that I've never even bothered trying to publish anything. But when I do finish my book, that I will try to publish. Hopefully it's published. And I'll let you guys know,
Nice.
of course, but yeah.
That's awesome. You
Yeah,
should definitely send me some of your writing.
it's very dark, but I know you're
No,
not. You
I'm cool
don't
with
shy
that.
away from dark.
I'm totally cool with that. I love writing dark.
Yeah.
It's oh my gosh, it's so fun.
It's just all very dark, but I've heard your poems, so like I said, that's why I don't think you'd shy away from that.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. I think I found it. I did find it. There we go. Okay.
So send it to me, and I will spam it everywhere.
I definitely will. But I don't know. I think it's cool, and you are going to get published, and it'll be great. Like I have a belief that it's going to happen.
Oh, well, thank you. That's really sweet of you. Even though you've never read anything I've written.
I'm
really sweet of you.
I can feel it. Like
Feel it in your bones.
I believe.
You just know.
Yeah, I just know.
Okay.
I'm dying inside.
Stop dying. You need to be alive to write more poetry.
I'll try not to. I feel really bad because I rarely post now because it's hard for me to find time. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
Like I posted like in like a month intervals, and it makes me really sad. I'm trying to get back to it.
Yeah, it's tough when you're a college student and it's like finals time, and I don't know how you do it.
Oh, yeah. I'm barely finding time. It was something else. But I'm glad I'm on break right now, so it's all good.
Oh, nice. Well done. Okay, so good night. Goosebumps is joining us, guys.
So I have like
Yeah, he is.
Have you guys met before? I don't think you guys met before.
Oh,
Whoa.
what's up?
What's fun? Do you have your like speakers on or your radio on? Because I can hear myself going back.
Yeah, Sam.
Oh, all right, hold on.
Okay. I can still hear myself.
Is that better?
No.
All right. Hold on. That doesn't make any sense because I don't have it on. I just have it on my phone. So that's weird.
Oh, that is odd. I wonder if I don't know. I can hear myself. Sorry. There's an echo.
Oh yeah.
I won't talk. I'll just be here.
I was literally about to ask you, how are you? How are you, Goosebumps?
It's okay. So it is when I Goosebumps. Good night, Goosebumps today. He is also a narrator.
Yeah, I know Viidith. Am I still echoing?
A little bit. I'm gonna try to talk.
Oh, that's weird.
Sorry.
Maybe I'll leave and come back.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay. Posting the link to your book on the description for this.
Alrighty. That's really cool that he's joining too. Like I haven't actually talked to Goosebumps. Like I've messaged him and stuff, but I haven't actually talked to him. But I might have to leave in a little while. Like I can talk with you guys for a little while, but then I might have to leave.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was actually gonna call it just because I am tired. I didn't want him to say hi. So.
Oh yeah.
Am I still echoing?
Which one? No, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Sorry, man. So we were actually gonna wrap it up, but I did want you to say hello.
Hello. Goodbye.
Sorry, Goosebumps.
No, it's all
I'm
good.
tired. I was streaming like all night last night, man.
It's all good. Yeah, I know you asked me earlier, and I was like, yeah, I'll get on if I have time. But yeah, I guess that works out since I'm echoing and shit. Stupid phone.
I
Yeah,
feel that
sorry
way.
about that.
It's all good.
Maybe some other time when you're-
It was good to finally talk to you.
Yeah, definitely for like 20 seconds. Well, I'm gonna just come on and plug myself. I just uploaded a video on my channel. Everybody that's on Margbot's channel, go watch that
Nice.
now.
Yeah, go watch the video, guys. Just what are you doing?
Oh yes.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so
That's
much
my
for
plan.
coming. And I'm sorry, I'm tired, but it was really nice hanging out with all of you and Goblin.
We love you guys.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Sorry.
It was good to meet you guys.
All right, then. So have a good evening, everybody.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Love y'all.
Love you too.
Bye.